What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good. You?
Man, how you gonna punch a little cute bear like this? I mean, Lotso. If you guys know Lotso from Toy Story, I mean, one of my favorite shirts that I have. Guys, if you are new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post about VV. If you're a VV fan, this one was for you guys. Definitely make sure you got the bell on. Also, you can become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. These stars, they mean something now. We're going to go through it pretty quickly here. We also have a couple new slides. They're not perfect quality. You see a little white stripes around the border here because still trying to iron it out. But we got X now instead of Twitter, Superstar Money _. We've got Instagram, Superstar Money _. And we have Discord now. Description below. Also, P.O. Box. That's the letter there. If you want to send us something and become Superstar Hall of Famer. The SUP, it's rolling. We have details on it now. Rob and I sat down a little bit, talked about it. Still going to be a prize at the end of the month, or prizes at the end of August. So you're entered. If you're earning stars, it's still accumulating from August 1st. How to enter. A little bit of changes here. Only more stars. So if you already had some, you're going to get more, depending on the level of VIP. So if we go back to our little thing here, common, you're going to get 2 stars. Uncommon, 3 stars. Rare, 4 stars. Ultra Grail, 5 stars. Secret Rare, 6 stars. You get the point. All right. So that's why we have that breakdown up there. Minting cryptoids still 1 star. Max minting cryptoids are buying 5, even if you buy them separately. 7 stars. Buying a Superstar Money hat, link in the description. 3 stars. And now look at number 5. Rob, why don't you go over number 5?
Yeah, so we had a lot of people who wanted this, and we definitely remember this is meant to be fun. It's meant to be interactive. It's meant to bring utility. So we want to continue to reward people. So if you did win, we're going to zero you. You will have no rollover. But if you did not win, we will roll over 50% of your stars into the following month. So that means that, it didn't go to waste. You still have a chance at the second, basically like a rebound, right? So if you were, let's say, just a VIP, you would get, you'd be brought down to 1 star in the following month. But if you're still a VIP, you'll get 3 that month. And then it will just basically cycle. So definitely we want to make sure that people who did, we want this to be fun. We want this to be something that everybody's happy with. And that's why we chose 50%. So you can still, and then if you win though, you get 0. So you have to start over. And that's the way we make it fair, so that you can't just like infinitely accumulate 50% stars based on these things. You have to eventually win. If you do win and you get the juju, then we'll have to zero you out.
Yeah. Hopefully, the support, as it continues, everybody gets something at some point. Hopefully we keep getting more and more prizes. We've even had people donating us prizes. Shout out to Metal Lemon. You're going to see here in the next slide here. These are the guaranteed prizes right now for August. Again, last month we had like 4 or 5 prizes on top of this. But for August, right now, we're just starting out. 2 Superstar Money hats. So we've doubled that from last month. Still 1 Superstar Money shirt. We have 2 Kid Arcade NFTs, which are animated, by the way. Donated by the Real Uncommon Podcast. So that's Delilah and that is Hinano. So very much, thank you very much to that. Like I said, Metal Lemon donated a bunch of stuff last month. We're open to anything that you guys would like to. If you guys are willing to share with the fam, let us know. We are always open to giving credit and helping facilitate any of that. But it's definitely not necessary. We do have prizes already. We're also giving away another comic. I think it's going to be probably the same one as last time. I have another one of these, but it could be something different. And as we gauge the support, we may add more. We've also reached out to a couple of the projects that we follow and asked if they would be willing to give away some things for this giveaway. I know, Rob, you've been really tight with discussion with Cryptoids. How's that going?
Yeah, so unfortunately, this month we're still working with Cryptoids. So Cryptoids has reviewed our utility program. And because of how legitimate the company is, we actually have to become compliant with their policies for them to continue to facilitate cube giveaways through our program. So we are working closely with their legal team, and we believe that we will be able to get compliance and continue with these giveaways. The trading doesn't exist right now, so we can't just buy them ourselves and then gift them. Can't do that yet. So we need Cryptoids to support us on this. We'll work it out with them. We might, who knows? It is a chance that we might actually have it in time for this month, in which case we'll update this slide and say, yes, there will be cubes, but I can't promise that right now. As of now, we do not have the ability to give away the cubes like we did from the previous month. We hope to have it included by the end of the month, but I can't make any promises on that. And we hope to even have it included in the following months, but we'll see where that goes, and we'll continue to work with them to try to get that as soon as possible.
But we'll keep adding here. We'll keep bringing new things and new fun stuff. I mean, we're working on something else as well in the background. I know Rob's really excited about that. So that is basically the intro stuff here. Then we should also go through Veve's Twitter. I mean, it's been a while, but let's see what's been happening over the last 24 hours with Veve. We had a drop here in Humans, the first appearance of the Inhumans.
Yep.
So we've seen the Inhumans comic. I know Keep Comstock On, I think, was a really big Inhumans collector, if I'm not mistaken. But
that's right.
This is their first appearance. It's Fantastic Four number 45. That dropped today. I did not go for it. I've seen a couple people actually hitting a secret rare though on our feed. So congrats to you guys for hitting that Juju.
Yep. Always let us know. You guys hit some Juju. We'll give you a retweet, give you a shout
out. Now we're getting first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. Again, not familiar with these characters. This is Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man number 64. We've seen a couple of those comics on the platform. I remember them from the Craven run there where they had the 5 Craven. There was a couple of those ones, but
I remember that.
A couple more. And this one's got Nicoletta Baldar, one of our favorite artists because of the color choices that she makes.
She just did another one too, and then she actually retweeted it and everything. Yeah, she definitely loves the pinks. She loves the pinks, and so do we. Yeah. So we like she's the only artist that from Veve that I just remember so clearly, like all her artwork.
Her style. Yeah, it's different. It's almost like a watercolor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mark Gomez, shout out to you when the squad pulls up. So Veve's giving some love, but 2 secret rare Miles Moraleses, and basically 2 complete sets, and then the Iron Man in the middle, looking pretty sweet setup over there, Mark.
Serious whale alert, that's for sure.
Yeah, for real. Those are going for like $15K right now. It's ridiculous. Yeah. We've got the princess posters. So this is actually the villain princess posters, I believe. So these are coming out Friday. We've got Snow White and the Evil Queen. They're going for 30 gems. I feel like that's kind of expensive.
Well, for posters, there. I mean, we both are on the same page. We're not posters guys, but I feel like those vault masters, like the guys that love doing crazy stuff in their vaults, they like this kind of stuff. Maybe with the Veveverse, people want to decorate their home. Maybe this stuff is going to matter a little bit more, be a little bit more well sought after. But for me, it just doesn't excite me right now.
Yeah, so there's 1,000 editions, so they're not too too many of them. $30, and then 30 gems. Then we have Jasmine and Jafar. Jafar is the snake, it looks like, in the background. 30 gems, 500 editions, so very, very scarce.
It's scarce.
Cinderella and Lady Tremaine. I guess that's the evil stepmother.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her name.
Okay, neither did I.
500 editions, 30 gems. And Aurora and Maleficent. So one of the more popular villains, secret rare, only 250 editions.
Wow, that's scarce though. I'm not gonna lie, that is some super scarce posters right there.
It's actually more scarce than the Miguel poster now, which I think finished around 300 editions.
You know what? We should take it. This is Friday though, so maybe tomorrow we could talk about it. But it may be worth doing a price prediction on this just because of how scarce.
There's 2 secret rares. We have Ariel and Ursula here, another 250 edition.
Yeah.
So.
We should do a market comparable because I know that is a Disney poster specifically. They just tend to do better in the market. Yeah. And because of the scarcity, maybe it's worth a look. But again, like the actual, like that's just for a flip, like for an actual hold. I don't know. Like if you land that secret word, make sure you guys let us know on Twitter. We'll hope we get the juju on this. I think
there was some pretty scarce Ariel, if I'm not mistaken, from the new movie, some Ariel posters, like 200 editions or something. And I think they only went for like 100 something each. So maybe that'd be a good comparable to look at.
All depends on that comment too. What's how many there are there?
There was a pretty cool space alert. I actually jumped in this and listened. David, you jumped on. They were reading The Little Prince, which was about that recent drop collectible. And it was a little French story. So it was cool to see David jumping on the space and giving his opinion and a little bit of the background. So if you guys heard that, it was cool. It doesn't look like they recorded any of it. So you can't go back and listen to it.
Makes me wonder. It's almost like they're trying to pump or push that drop. Maybe they want for the licensor to see that it did really well. So they're trying to promote it a little bit. It just surprises me that David would go on and do that if there wasn't some kind of, want to try to make that be a little bit better, like make the drop go a little bit better, promote it a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen them trying to promote that they are leaning towards the localization and the different languages, and they're working their way into Asia, the Alibaba and all that. So it's cool to see him jumping on. I mean, we see Will do it all the time with Cryptoys. It's been a long time coming, and really glad to see David interacting with the community. I don't think there was any censors or anybody was in it. Like, I think anybody who really wanted to go up and talk to him had an opportunity there. So that was cool.
Yeah. It's good.
Whoop. Sorry, I clicked that by accident. We have a couple of big drops coming up on the weekend. This is one. The first appearance of Green Lantern.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. The animation's pretty sweet here. The detail looks pretty sweet. I'm not sure if his skin tone is there. I seen like he looks like very, very pasty white. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, if he has a painted face or whatever.
Yeah.
To me, anything like I just remember like him either not having that type of face.
Yeah, like I guess maybe because of the green background of the video. Like, I don't know if it just makes it look greener than it really is. He also has the flash of the green. So his face has green tones, right?
The quality's there. The quality is there. It's just the color for me. I feel like it looks like a zombie a little bit.
Yeah, it's good quality. Like lately, I've noticed that Veve has been putting out high quality animated digital collectibles. So somewhere down the line, they must have made a change, and they're definitely doing a better job on the overall quality of them. Like, the animations looks like it's pretty smooth. You have the green and then the flashing of the lighting with when the green flashes. So it looks pretty cool. And we're curious though. I don't think that the mint numbers are out yet. I'd be curious to see what they're going to go with this. I know some other previous drops. Sometimes drops like this, they go 3,000 mints, 60 listed. Not really sure. Like, the character is very popular, but I don't know where he's going to land on that. Maybe 2,000, 3,000, something in that range. We'll see.
Yeah. I like the end of the animation there where he like kind of flies away.
Yeah,
I thought that's. I want to see how that ends in like in the animation in the vault. Like, does he disappear and then reappear? Like, what happens there? I want to see that. So,
yep,
that's a cool one. And they didn't stop there. They also had another drop, which is the Skywalker X-wing. So,
yes.
Star Wars fans, the big thing with this one is it says that it is interactive.
Interesting.
So,
Interesting.
Is it going to shoot the rocket, the torpedo launchers? Is it going to do that? Or is it just that you're able to fly it around? Still, I think if you can fly it around, that's already pretty cool. Really curious to see how this does, like edition sizes and whatnot. I know that the TIE Fighter didn't have that. I wonder if they will go back and update that to make it be able to be interactive as well. What do you think?
I think that I would hope that there's eventually an avenue for everything to be interactive. I mean, that's the whole idea of the Veveverse. That's the whole vision. Unfortunately, though, we did do an AMA with Reese, and he basically set the expectation that you should assume that everything that you're buying, that is the best it's going to be. So at this point, probably the most we can hope for is some kind of token gating into the Veveverse. If you do own one of these things, you will get access into something else. But even that is not guaranteed. We know gamification's on their plan. So if I were to go for this, it would be strictly based on, do I think that I can get a deal? If I get it on the drop, is it going to be lower than if I had to buy in the secondary market? Probably at this point, I wouldn't hold it. I would flip it if I can, just because even if it's interactive, what can you do with it? Like, it's just hopeful. Like, you're hoping that there will be more to come. So anyways, I think it's pretty cool. Like, the team hasn't just set the expectation for me that I will for sure be able to do something more with this. So that's why, like, I probably wouldn't hold on to it if I do go for the drop.
Yeah, I want to know how this, we're going to get into it about the Veveverse, but I really want to know how this plays a part over there. Like, if you're placing this next to something else, are you able to maneuver it there, or do you need to go, like, on your phone? You can't just place it in your vault and then walk around with it. You have to place it and then use like that secondary screen where you got the thumbstick and all that stuff. So it's like a different kind of way of using it. It's almost like only an AR. I think you can only use it in AR as interactive, right? You can't do it in the vault. So
and we've had other ones, right? We had the flying DeLorean, so we've seen them use flying before. I think that's the key thing. It's going to be interactive because you can fly it, and that's cool.
In AR.
In AR, yeah, it's cool.
So I wonder how in the Veveverse that works. Like, can you have another collectible and also do the interaction? Let's get into it when we get to that. This is the one of one. This is the Black Widow. So if you guys are into that and that's your favorite Marvel character, maybe this is the one for you.
Yep.
And they did have, and this is sparking the video today, they had a Spaces Tales from the Rizzo. random spaces with others who have access to the Veveverse.
Yeah.
And I jumped in for a little bit just to listen, and it was a very, 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 very positive space, positive feedback from all those with access. They weren't allowed to say anything, so it was kind of awkward like that. You have a space to talk about the Veveverse, but you can't talk about the Veveverse. So it was just people, I guess, trying to dig for some alpha. There was a lot of people in there. I think there was over 300 at one point. So a lot of interest in what's happening with the Veveverse. Obviously, with the delays and all that, there's people who are eager to see what their collectibles that they've been buying all this time are going to be able to do. I think the big question here and the topic of the video is what gets you excited for the Veveverse? Like, what needs to come from the Veveverse for you to be like, yes, thank you, yes? Like, is it just give me a showroom, give me shelves, let me do more than what I can do in my actual showroom? Or is it more than that? Rob, why don't you start us off here?
First of all, speaking of the Veveverse, I did a whole song on what I want from the Veveverse. Okay, it's called A Whole New Veveverse. I'm gonna play it while I talk about it. Like, you guys can go and check it out and listen to the actual song itself. But for me, the Veveverse needs to be it needs to be a utility-driven environment. So there's so many different ways you can do that. I expect there to be, and this excites me, it really does, interaction between the VV fam. I want to be able to go into the Veveverse and have direct interaction with others in the Veveverse. So that, for example, if I go to some area where, you know, it could be like a Discord chat room, right? Like, people want to talk about Omi in this area. You go to that area and you find other like-minded individuals that you can have these discussions. So what excites me for the Veveverse would be a social environment. So that's utility in the social side. I also would love gamification, and specifically gamification in connection to the digital collectibles that we currently own. So it's not enough to just have a mini game. It needs to be more than that. It needs to be gated to our actual collectibles, that we can either use the collectibles directly to play the game. We need to have the collectible to have access to the game. We need to do something with it so that it connects directly. Now, I am less excited about, I know this video is about what makes us hype, but I am less excited about a home. I'm less excited about my own home because I'm not a vaultaholic. I can't even spend 5 minutes. I feel like I'm wasting my time figuring out how to like design my room and do stuff like that. So maybe because that space is filled with, it looks like there was filled with vaultaholics. They love the ability to go into their own personal space, hang their paintings, which I don't even buy, you know, put their collectibles up and just show off the insane creations that they're able to make, because we've seen them, and there's some really, really fantastic vaultaholics and creative people out there. I'm not one of them, so I need more than that. I will get bored very fast if it's just a matter of building my own showroom, although I wouldn't mind to throw up a few stars here and there to make the showroom pretty cool, kind of superstar money version of it. So I'm sure there's time that could be spent to kind of make it a little bit fun, but without people coming to visit and see it, without me being able to speak to others, without me being able to play games, getting unique access, it won't be enough to draw me in. And I don't think it's going to be enough to draw the masses in to have them engaged in the Veveverse without that. And I know it's on the roadmap, but because they're already like kind of like 2 quarters late on their roadmap, it makes me a little bit concerned that they're going to actually even be able to deliver gamification until like another 2 years. You know what I mean? I just feel like I don't know. I don't know yet. Hopefully they can get it sooner. And at the end, they can somehow deliver sooner than that, but they're already 8 months late. So it's making me feel like they might be a year late on everything, a year and a half late on everything. I don't know. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I'm with you on the hype and the expectation. I do think that the people who are given access to this are those with the most to gain, because they do this on a daily basis. They put out pictures and videos and utilize the collectibles in this way. And this may be how they are meant to be utilized, may be the ultimate utility. We don't know. We do not know what to expect here. The space gave me a little bit of mixed reviews depending on who was talking. I did hear, shout out to Dave from Twitter there, but he asked a question because he does not have access. He was asking a question to those with access, and they weren't able to really answer his question. But he read something from Women by Veve, and it said about how you're going to be able to kind of talk to your almost Cryptoids-esque, like how you could get in there and interact with your collectible in a way, and the way that it was worded almost gave me like Cryptoids vibes.
AI.
I'm not. It didn't say that, but it said like you're going to be able to interact with your collectibles. Like the way that it was worded was almost like that. Like you're going to be able to hang out and do whatever. I don't expect that. I still don't think that's happening. I think that it's there's a lot more to that, and nobody was really able to answer that question. But they said like what they expected and what they got is like way beyond their expectations. But to me, I'm like, this feels to me like you're giving a painter a canvas, and then you're giving him paint, and now instead of having 5 colors, he has 25 colors. That's what I feel like this is happening here, and they're going to be happier that they have 25 colors than 5 colors. It's just an analogy or whatever, but I want to see what the average person thinks who's not a Vaultaholic, and that's where I get a little bit more confused. But I have to say this, I have not heard one negative thing about the Veveverse from those who have access. So
sure. Another thing too, by the way, I heard some rumors that, like, McFarlane, that you can have one collectible and like place it down 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
Supposedly, and this is a rumor because I don't have access. I just saw this online. Supposedly, the Veveverse isn't like that. So you can only, like, you would need, let's say you want 2 of the same collectible, you would need to have 2 of that collectible. You can only you're limited to the number of collectibles that you actually own. So you can't just go get 1 Miles Morales and just put them everywhere. You're gonna have to go buy 100 of them, right?
I think that makes sense, though.
I think it makes sense too. It's a little bit different than what we're used to in the vault. I think you can do it as much as you want in the vault, right? Or am I wrong?
I think you can only do it once.
You can only do it once. Okay, so it's the same. It's the same then, but it's different than McFarlane, which I know you can put down. I think multiples. I'm not a Vaultaholic, so I don't play with them. Yeah. But like, I just going off of memory, but you would be limited, and maybe that would encourage some people who want to do some cool, grand, crazy looking things. They might need like 5 of one collectible to make it good, and that could be a way to drive utility. These Vaultaholics might need to go buy up more collectibles in order to make the creations they want to make. But the guys, let us know what you guys think below. Like, I mean, Well,
sorry, I'm curious to see like what kind of accessories they come out with, and I also want to know, like, I guess for me to be the most hype here, I want to see interaction. I want to see where I can come with you, and we can do something together, and we can have a goal, and we can make a stream, and we can have a stream, and people are like telling us, okay, do this, and now build this with this, and do this together. Like that type of interaction, I think, will be what kind of builds the community around this. If it's just where I'm able to set up my vault and you're going to watch me set it up, because from the space, that was one thing that I did notice. Somebody asked, like, can I come and grab your collectible and put it and help you place to help speed up your build? And the answer was right now, no, but that is the vision, it sounds like. But I think that interactivity, that's what hypes me the most for the Veveverse. I really want to be able to, like I said, run a live stream, show off my collection there, and be like, guys, what should we do? And come up with like almost like your own type of mini games, almost like Roblox, Minecraft type of stuff. I think like that's why Minecraft was so popular, because you were able to use their surface and then make your own stories. And if Vivi's able to nail that and bring that home, I think that the Veveverse will be a success. But if it's just a glorified showroom, I think they're gonna have a hard time bringing in the masses.
Don't forget too that there was a discussion by Dan and Decon that the Veveverse would be a place where you may actually be able to bring in and import some NFTs that you may own. And it also might be a place that you can kind of create your own like universe. So that's why, like, sometimes like it would be pretty, like, with that, I think is something that I thought was very interesting. If you'd be able to bring your interoperable NFTs into the Veveverse, I think that would be pretty cool. You'd almost get kind of like a cross of IP that you can get from outside. I think it'd also be pretty cool if we can build like a superstar money space, right? Like a place that for the superstars to come and hang out and actually meet and interact with each other. So we know how metaverses are, right? They're kind of like just like an open digital area, but that extra level of connection to our NFTs, that extra level of connection to community, I think will help it stand apart and just make the VV fam stronger and more united in their conviction of the team's ability to actually deliver on the roadmap. So, guys, we want to know your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below what excites you the most about the Veveverse. Is there anything there that you are very excited for, that you need to see to be like, oh, I love this. This is so great. Let us know your thoughts below, or anything else that we commented on today's video. We want to hear from you, so make sure you let us know in the comments. And before you go, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, enjoy the superstar fam, hit the bell notification buttons, get every single video, every single day. We do not miss. You know we're going to hit you every single day. Okay, so make sure you hit that bell. And also Superstar VIPs, $2.99 a month. Star by your name, extra spreadsheets, and also you get some stars now for our Superstar Utility program. We're very excited about this. We're going to definitely be ramping it up, guys. You're going to see a whole new level of professionalism in the program. We're just doing our best right now to make sure we manage all your stars. And then you got to let us know in the Discord, Superstar Utility program. Just tell me, I'll get your stars. Just make sure you notify me that you actually bought a affiliate, you used the affiliate link, you bought a hat, whatever you did, let me know so that I can ensure that you get the stars that you deserve this week. I know some people just don't have Discord. I really want people to use the Discord. It makes my life so much easier. That guarantees that I will not forget if you put in that Discord. Otherwise, we could try to get you in through other means. Guys, thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Take care. We'll see you next one. Bye-bye.
Love you.